Hey everyone, I apologise for neglecting you this week, but I should say that I'm in the office today and today is Saturday, and that should give you some indication of why I've been absent from YouTube, and it's purely because of my workload. And at the end of the day it was the decision between sleep or YouTube, and sleep won out, I'm afraid. And I'm also sorry that I haven't responded to the comments in my recent Hello Kitty haul video. I normally like to do that and try and respond to as many as possible, but again, it was an issue related to time, so that's why I wasn't able to do that. Now, I should say that although I've been really busy, as soon as I delivered the project on Thursday, I went to MAC and I brought some stuff from the Grand Duo Blush collection, which is recently launched in the UK. I think it was actually on Thursday. So I got 3, and there are 7 in total in the collection, and the concept of this collection is that it's sort of half mineralised skin finish shimmer and then half pigmented blush colour, so that's why they are the blush duos, don't you know? And that's what they look like. So they're kind of small. Like if you've got any of the MAC mineralised blushes like Gentle or Pleasantry, Lovejoy, any of those, then they're exactly the same size, they're just sort of split in 2. Now, I had a lot of talk about these online, mainly from people saying they were far too glittery to steer well clear, weren't to their tastes, and I think this is a very subjective product. I think if you love blush, but you're very picky about the texture of your blush, you should definitely go and check these out in person, because I wouldn't really recommend buying them online, sight unseen. They're a certain kind of texture that is shimmery, but it's not glittery in my opinion. Glitter, in my opinion, is the NARS Blush Highlighting Duo in Hungry Heart, which came out with the spring collection. Hate it. Far too glittery. And also MAC's Delightful Iridescent Powder, which I also dislike for exactly the same reason. You have to really work it into your skin to get any kind of effect that's actually decent, and it's just too much effort and not enough reward. So I really like the mineralised blushes that MAC comes out with, so I was always going to like these products. Now, I've only tried 3 of them, and the 3 that I did try I actually did purchase, so it may be that some of the others in the collection are very, very glittery. So as I said, go and check them out for yourself and then make a decision as to whether you want them or not. I'll just tell you what I got and what I think about them so far. So I was just about to pick up the one that I really like, but I'm going to leave that till last because that's my favourite. So I'll start with the one with the best name, which is Moon River, which I just showed you actually, got a sneak preview. It's kind of a peach with a marbleized half here, which is very similar to Lightscapade in some respects, which is one of MAC's old mineralised skin finishes, which is very sought after. It's not quite the same because it's a lot warmer and there isn't as much white shimmer in it as Lightscapade, but it's pretty close. It's the same concept, and it's really pretty on the cheeks in terms of an actual warm highlighter. As a apple colour, I didn't find it worked as well, but as if you're pairing it with a stronger colour on the actual apple of your cheek and then wear this as a highlighter on the cheekbone, it looks really, really lovely. Really nice. You don't have to buff it in so much. Really nice product. The other one that I purchased was Hot Planet, which I just picked up because I love the plum shade, which is at the top, and then the marbleized shade is kind of like a gold copper. It goes really well. I've actually mixed it with the other one that I'll talk to you about in a minute on the apples here, and I just really love the warmth that this gives and just the sheen on the skin. I'm a big fan. I really like these. And then the other one that I got was Love Rock, and this is my favourite. And yes, it has a good name, but also the colour is just amazing. It's sort of a violet with, I don't know, like goldy silver at the top half, and then this is just sort of like a bright hot pink on the bottom half. Really, really pretty flush of colour on the cheeks, and it's just my absolute favourite. What I have noticed with these is when you touch them with the brush, they do almost like flake, I suppose, and it's just because the pigment is really, really soft that they do that. So if you've got any of the mineralised blushes, they kind of feel the same way when you're actually using them. Now, the only negative that I have to say about these is the price. I think they're £16, 15p or something, but it's basically at least £16 full price to get these products, and I do think that's a lot of money for a blush. I really do. In my opinion, it's worth it because I just really like the formulation a lot. I may be the only one in the world that thinks that, but I do really like it, and I really like the effect on my cheeks, and the colours that they've come out with are really, really pretty. So go ahead, have a look, see what you think. If anyone has purchased these, then let me know below, because I'd be interested to know what you think. But as with any makeup, it's subjective. What I love is not necessarily what you love. Now there is something else that I wanted to talk to you about, because I also really like this, and I mentioned these before. They are the Gosh, what do they call them? On Stage Cool Lip Jams, and they have them in a variety of colours, and for some reason the packaging is attached to mine still, so excuse me, still there, but whatever. And this is the one in 100, and it just looks like a boring sort of pale white gloss that would go on pretty sheer, and in a way it does, but what I like about this is the iridescence that it has in the product, and it's got basically a blue lilac iridescence to it. So whatever lipstick or lip product you put it over the top, it gives that kind of bluey lilac effect, which sounds weird, but I really like it. So I'm going to see if it comes out on camera now. It probably won't, but this is Gosh Darling on my lips, so and I think you can kind of see it. Maybe not. Maybe this is one for photos, but it's a really, really cool product. I think you can see it's kind of more lilac-y, but the way it kind of almost transforms each colour that you apply it to is really good. So this is probably my favourite cool lip jam out of the whole collection, and I've got about 4 of them, and this is definitely the one that I find myself reaching for because I just find it a little bit more unique than the others. Now in other news, I have been for a hair extensions consultation, and I have actually got 2 test ones in, if I can find them, and they put them in just to see how I felt about them, but also how my hair felt with them, and no problems. Look, there's one. Ooh, real hair. And I am going to get them done, and I'm getting them done at the end of March, so I'm probably going to do a little before, a little after, and hopefully it looks better after, but I'm getting quite a lot of hair put in. And it's purely, like, my hair is fine, I don't have a problem with it, but I think I don't want to colour my hair, I don't really want to cut it, I just want it to be slightly longer or very long. So I'm just going to play around with extensions as one thing that I've never done, so I'm really curious to see what it's like. And I'm very much an adventurous experimenter when it comes to beauty treatments and things like that. Like, I think you should try everything once just to see what you think about it. So that's what I'm going to be doing. Very excited, even though I'm kind of damaging my own hair, but I don't really think about that. I just think about how it's going to look. So that's the focus of my musings about hair extensions. But otherwise, hope you're having a very good weekend. I'm going to see Gran Torino this evening, and that's kind of it really. I'm probably eating out. And I'm probably going to try and do a video tomorrow as well. I'm kind of tempted to come back to the office and do that because it's kind of around the corner from where I live, and it just has much, much better lighting than I do where I'm living at the moment, and also I don't have to worry about being overheard by my flatmates. So I hope you have a good evening, maybe see you tomorrow, and take care everyone. Bye.